food delivery, services really to ramp up your fleet. Many thanks for your time here.
Thank you once again.
And moving on, specialty chemical startup MStack has raised $40 million in a funding round led by Lightspeed venture partners in Alphawave Global. The round included a debt facility from HSBC Innovation Banking and other angel investors. Founded in 2022, MStack runs a custom manufacturing platform that helps mid to large enterprise buyers, primarily in North America, source specialty chemicals from low-cost production countries. Joining me now to discuss this further, Shreyans Chopra, the founder of MStack, as well as my colleague Ritu. Shreyans, thank you so much for joining us on Startup Street today. Like I mentioned, you're a custom manufacturing platform that helps global buyers source high-quality specialty chemicals, right? If you could take us through your business model at this point and tell us how you're, empowering cross-border supply, the cross-border supply chain, and what's the tech edge that you have?
First of all, thank you so much for having me here. You are correct. We are a cross-border custom manufacturing platform, which is focused on specialty chemicals. What we essentially do is enable global buyers of chemicals to begin with North America, to source from our tech-enabled factories that we have built at the back end, especially in emerging markets such as India, Korea, Thailand, and so on. What is important to note is we are a full-stack platform, and we take ownership of quality under the MStack brand, and we ensure that reliability of the supply chain is maintained with our tech-enabled operations. What the customers also get access to is our R&D capability, where they can get custom formulations built, but also get process innovation done at record time, as well as at a significantly lower cost than usual.
Shreyans, hi, this is Ritu. In your press release, you talk a lot about how this China Plus One strategy will benefit India, but we're not really seeing that materialize just yet in terms of numbers. What has been your own experience on the ground? And if you could bring us up to speed quickly with how business momentum has been in the 2 years since you started operations.
You're absolutely right. It will take some time to materialize on the ground. We largely serve buyers in the US today, and trust me, diversifying supply chain outside China, and actually not only China, but also Europe, which has become extremely cost non-competitive in the recent times, is a CEO level conversation. But the challenge in diversifying these supply chains is that the alternates that we have, especially countries like India, Saudi, and so on, have extremely unstructured and unorganized supply. So this is where MStack comes in, where what we are saying is that, look, you can source from these countries, and MStack will enable you to do that. And we will not do this just by connecting buyers and sellers, but what we are doing is essentially being integrated in the supply chain to manage quality as well as reliability at scale.
Absolutely. And you were talking about the countries that you're present in and how things work there. So one of the things that you will do is use the $40 million that you've raised to, sort of expand across the Middle East, Latin America, and Asia, as well as other key regions, right? What's the kind of demand you're anticipating from these regions that you plan to expand into? And if you tell us, how important will India be as a market for you?
Absolutely. So we have decided to be cross-border since day one, because that's where we feel significant value lies. While the world global specialty chemical markets is growing at 3%, India is actually growing at 12%. And we believe that the way China had been the factory for the world in the last 2 decades, India and nearby geographies will become the factory for the world in chemicals in the next decade, and MStack will enable that. In terms of demand, we feel that there are only so many infinite markets in the world. Chemicals is actually one of them. Globally, close to $5 trillion of chemicals are manufactured and sold, of which 25% are specialty chemicals. We are looking to target very specific areas, especially in North America, which include one, oilfield chemicals, second is industrial coatings, third is water treatment chemicals, and fourth is home and personal care. Also, with the new fundraise, what we are expanding into is agrochemicals and pharmaceuticals, where India is going to be a key geography, not only in terms of supply, but also in terms of demand.
So, with these new agrochemical and pharmaceutical lines that you're looking to add, how much additional potential revenue do you hope to generate with the India market, of course, which will be the focus for these, and outside?
Absolutely. Just to give you a glimpse of the pace at which we are growing, we have grown almost 15x in the last 12 months. We continue to grow close to 50 to 80% quarter on quarter. And we actually believe that with the new fundraise, we can grow at a much higher pace because the opportunity is huge and the tailwinds are very strong. The market needs something like this. And hopefully, when we meet next, we'll be a much larger company than what we are today.
All right, Shreyans, hopefully that is what will happen when we meet next. But thank you so much for joining us on the show today, and we wish you all the best going forward.
Thank you so much.
On that note, it is time for us to head into a short break. But coming up